Charles come there, cause all his damage, and now guess what? His puppet master tell him now is the time. He push the how they call it, man, the thing, a pawn in the game of chess. The chess players push him and tell him, yes, declare it. Why in your position, why you never was leader of opposition? Because the Grand Master in the game said, guess what? We don't want opposition. Paying them is like throwing money in a ravine. So the games all you're playing with the people, not realizing all you're going to be consumed and absorbed and, implicated in the nastiness in one way or the other, for better or for worse. It seems like everybody on a dumb payroll in this country because a man steal all our billions and he seems to be paying everybody to act clown, and then people come in with fancy words, Matt. Thank you.
All right, thank you too. Thank you. Somebody says, Matt, them people just there for the money, no confidence in them. I am from Salisbury. The Salisbury constituency and Jessma can never run or never win anything again. Jessma is a sellout. Good morning. Opposition leader, it is too late. Trump have you guys covered with your Venezuela socialism. The country needs a prime minister right now. Somebody says the Labour Party just wants to give a semblance of democracy right now under the guns of the United States. That's what somebody else is suggesting. All of a sudden, an opposition leader, like what that was seemed to be a top agenda item, was it for the past 17 months? Just a question.
Good morning to you, Matt. Good morning to your listeners. Matt, I'd like to agree with Clem and with the caller before him, with the points made by them both. I find it very difficult to believe, the speech given.
We may have lost that one. Sorry about that. We'll have to come back. Somebody says my thoughts exactly. Both enough said, like the previous caller. So people are actually saying that they don't trust this sudden agreement there within this independent politician.
While people are blasting one man who sacrificed he's not perfect. Everybody make mistake, everybody has shortcomings. But the whole nation, they are blasting one man who sacrificed his entire youth for 25 years. And that lady and that other guy just come and see how they have Dominicans like doms. Like we had boy, what is that now? So much so if they had power they are doing a higher position to make decisions and things. You realize what these people have done to people of Dominica? Twist and turn people around. But we're on one man's back who sacrificed his entire youth. I'm not taking sides here, why I just join comparison. His entire youth he sacrificed to lead a country. But those two, they just come and see how they start to behave already. And they're talking about trust. Go ahead and trust them. Go. Trust them.
9 o'clock in the morning. Hello, yes?
Matt, did you get the point from that previous caller as to who that young man was who sacrificed his entire youth?
That's pretty obvious. He was talking, I suspect he was trying to be sarcastic. He was talking about the Prime Minister, yes. Of course.
Roosevelt sacrificed his entire youth for who? But Matt, I want to deal with Roosevelt's character on this matter now. Now we talked about the hypocrisy of these politicians. How will we get Roosevelt Skerrit to follow the law? Simple, basic laws, like having environmental impact studies in the nature island for every project that he pushes forward. Was there an environmental impact study done at the Cabrit? We built a hotel there. It was called the Kempinski. I understand it's now a different name and it may be under different ownership. I just want to remind you that that hotel was built on park land, national park land. Was there an environmental impact study? Now they are building a marina. Was there an environmental impact study? We have a mine in Bay Blanche now. Was there an environmental impact study? And Matt, we can go on and on and on. All these mines, all these things. The Moroccan hotel was built also on the Cabrit National.
But you're losing me there for a minute. We're on the opposition leader now. We're going to the environmental impact study. Let's get back on track here.
Yes, Matt. We're talking about getting politicians to follow the law. Will the opposition be able to get Roosevelt Skerrit? Will we hear their voices and force Roosevelt Skerrit to follow the law? That's what we're talking about. Can they do it?
Okay, caller, thank you very much. The PM's opposition leader, not Dominica, somebody saying you can take that to the bank. It's the Prime Minister's opposition leader, not Dominica. This is a comment there on a WhatsApp message. Are you there, caller? Yes?
Yes, Matt. Good morning to you and your listeners, Matt.
Morning to you.
Matt, I believe these two opposition people who were elected decided to do something about they not wanting each other to be happen to be leader, because they realized that their popularity has gone down the drain and they're trying to salvage it, Matt. That's just what I believe it is. Good morning.
Good morning. That's your thoughts. Hello, 9:03 is the morning time. Let's go back to Mr. Bernard Ali now this time. Yes?
Good morning to you, Matt, and to your listeners. Matt, I'd like to agree with what was said by the gentleman before Clem. And I think, Jesma's statement sounds very well written, and I think this is a well thought through move. But I do not believe, personally, that it's really a genuine response to recognition that there's a need for a leader of the opposition. I personally think that there's something behind this. There were two occasions when, in official ceremonies in the last week, the leader of the opposition was addressed in the list of names under the protocols, and I was quite surprised at that, because I thought that both persons should have known that we did not have a leader of the opposition at the time that they made these addresses. And yet the leader of the opposition was mentioned. Now we have this, honestly, I think the strength, the reputation that both persons had, had sort of developed as a result of going up, sacrificing for, in order to go up as independent candidates. They've lost that support from the people, in my view. And the gentleman, Mr. Charles from Marigot, I don't think would have been deserving of the holding of the position as leader of the opposition anyway, because as a representative of the independent opposition, when he had the chance to stand behind others who were expressing their views as members of the public opposition, outside the House of Parliament, he said straight up that these people who are standing out there, if any of them are from Marigot, I don't know them. These people are not my friends. So I don't think he was deserving of the position of leader of the opposition, to be honest. So I'm glad that he has not gotten the opportunity to serve in that capacity. But I think there's something brewing behind this, much bigger than we can see right now.
Let's see if we can take another phone call. Hello, talk to me. Yes. Caller.
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Dominica. Good morning, St. Joseph.
Morning to you, my brother.
Yes. I have been following politics since a little boy. I have never seen an opposition, a people, don't forget about the opposition, that don't give themselves value. This lady from Salisbury and that guy from Marigot, I never trust them. Because I see Dominicans going through grind, going through real problems. And blessings, blue. Dr. Fontaine, you could call them, everybody else, putting their foot down and fight for their cause. And these people that get in a salary, you have Jay Bush, this young man from Marigot, he simply say, well, the Prime Minister coming, we're going to have a meeting, and after that, we're just going to let the project continue. That was his response. He don't ask him for what the people of the Carib territory and Marigot want you to see. He's just saying what Carib want him to say. The girl in Salisbury, she know that people of Salisbury don't have to the road, and they are hardworking people. I have to compliment them. Yes, this is silent like silent night. Only when Dr. Fontaine goes to Washington is when she declared herself as an opposition leader. Who cares about opposition leader? You care full America. The damage has done already. Dominica was without an opposition that was intended by the Labour Party for a year and how many months. So all you can trick America, but all you always try to trick Dominica. Dominicans in all the kind of nonsense. Shame on this lady. She come from a village where the people are fighters and she's making them look so weak in the way she does things, like she's so cheap. It's amazing, man. Don't think that'd be sad. But Dominican, the bigger picture is our students in Dominica, they cannot go to America because there is a ban that calls on Blackmore, Roosevelt Scarlett, the police commissioner, all of them. Today, that's why Dominicans are suffering. And it's time for them to come out and fight for the Dominican people. They want to get a ceremony at that time. Unless if they didn't get that, there would be nobody. God bless Dominica. Thank you.
Oh, God bless Dominica. Somebody just making a point here to me. But as we speak, it's all over the news that the U.S. Embassy is asking the Guyana government to appoint an opposition leader as soon as possible. And Mr. Ali is already showing signs that he's irritated by the U.S. Embassy's interventions. So I can only imagine why that was done swiftly yesterday in Dominica. Tell people to keep their eyes on regional news. I repeat that. As we speak, it's all over the news that the U.S. Embassy is asking the Guyana government to appoint an opposition leader as soon as possible. Mr. Ali is already showing signs that is irritated by the U.S. Embassy's intervention. So I can only imagine why that was done swiftly in Dominica. Tell people to keep their eyes on regional news. Oh, so there's something afoot there. Somebody may have made some intervention and say we need an opposition leader. Just say it. That's just what somebody is sharing with me at this point in time in Tristan. I'll do some more investigations on that. Hence, for 17 months, we had no opposition. All of a sudden, an opposition leader is appointed. Very interesting. Are you there, caller? Hello? Yes.
Matt, good morning, boy.
Morning.
Finally, after 100 times.
Thank you, my brother. Sister.
But Dominica is an interesting place, One time we say we want young people, we put them and then we bruise them. So we wanted a young PM, Skerrit, we get him. He give us blows. Some people praising him. Jesma and Tony come the young too. Maybe they make a mistake. But you blaming the old. You blows on Jesma, right? Jesma not wrong. But let me tell you that. Who was Tony Charles representing in the parliament? Huh? After he became independent, which party did he join?
He joined the UPP.
So ask the UPP leader about that. Or did they just scare it? It's not everything that's scary, you know. You must check all the sources and then make the decision.
But here's what I'm hearing. I'm understanding your part of the argument there, and I'll try to see. I'll try to see whether we can get Mr. Joshua. I think he's out of state. Whether we can get his views on that, because of course he was pushing Anthony Charles to be the opposition leader. But we just reading as we speak that the U.S. government is pressuring Guyana to appoint an opposition leader. Isn't it obvious that the appointment of an opposition in Dominica at this time when America is clamping down on the country, that this appointment was, of course, a must for us in Dominica?
Yeah, but Matt, so you really believe Trump have time with such an opposition leader?
Of course, but we must show democracy. We must show that we are a country of democracy. We must show that.
Oh, I see. Okay, so now we are a country of democracy, so the visa issue going to solve?
No, the visa issue, and I actually heard the Prime Minister saying that's going to be solved. I don't think that issue is going to solve any day soon, not any day soon. So, of course, we're giving a lot of options that this on the table at this time. Yesterday, it was what? 2 days ago?
Matt Peltier.
Yes.
You know, time and time again, we have our own little discussions. I have the foresight, you know, I just tell you things and then it just come out to be true later down the road.
So you're saying your reasoning now is Mr. Joshua is to be blamed?
Facts. I said check the people, check all of them.
All right, I'll talk to Mr. Joshua later to find out if he had anything to do with this. Okay, it's your views. We have to respect it as well. Somebody said I should play the song. Yes. The day the dollar died, Peter Tosh. It's strange, huh? It's strange that now Guyana is under pressure to appoint an opposition leader, and all of a sudden, after 17 months, we need an opposition leader. As somebody saying now, we saw and read about the United States pressuring Guyana to appoint an opposition leader. Isn't it obvious that the appointment of an opposition leader in Dominica this time when America is clamping down on the country, that this appointment was not necessarily what Roosevelt Skerrit wanted, but he was told to do so. We're crying about having an opposition leader for some time. No, we have one in spite of who decided and how it was decided. We should stop speculating and see where this leads us to at this time. It's interesting that the American government is basically saying, Guyana, you need an opposition leader. Are you there, caller? Interested?
Matt, let
Yes.
me just make a quick contribution there. Matt, check the word subsumed, and you will find out. All of them are subsumed by the Dominican Lethal Party. And they're being played like clowns, a lot of them, Matt, because it's all about money. It's all about treachery, Matt, betrayal. For 20 years, take out the 5 years for Pierre Charles and Rosie Douglas. Wouldn't that be justified, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Rosie Douglas and Pierre Charles was in corruption, no, Matt, into that magnitude. Can anybody point their hands or their fingers at Rosie Douglas and Pierre Charles for being that demonic as a lunatic, quite dictatorial? Matt, I am just saying, people in Dominica, and the person said that, keep the ears glued to what, Matt? Regional news?
Yes, regional news.
And international news as well, and you will connect the dots. That like a sporadic insinuation and how do you the word, perceptions. It may not cut it. Let us get to the top. Everybody want to get to the bottom of things. When things happen, they say, oh, we have to get to the bottom of it. It's to the top of it. And the connection, Matt, the nexus, that's what it means, connection. That information the person gave you, Matt, and is it coincidental in Dominica? All of a sudden, we need an opposition leader. Why not pick one from the UWP? Why not pick a leader? Matt, couldn't they pick a leader from the UWP that may have won their seat? Who won their seat in UWP?
No, nobody won their seat from the UWP. Nobody.
But isn't it on the discretion of the president? They can still pick somebody from the UWP. Somebody can enlighten us on that. I don't know. But I'm just saying, Matt, the game Skerrit and his cluster of you-know-what is playing, Matt. It's not going to work. The world intelligence is much too sophisticated for Skerrit to think he's playing them for a fool. Because that's the next thing. When you have dirty ways, Matt, you start at your mother home, then you go to the neighbor, then you go to neighboring villages, then you go to the city, then you take it overseas, international, because you figure, you have never gotten caught. So Skerrit is a spoiled child who really thinks everybody is subordinated to him, and Vince, I'm calling on you to resign before it is too late. Matt, these two people, and it seems like all of them are subsumed, absorbed, Matt, something into something else, Matt, by the Dominica Lethal Party, and the whole thing I suspect long time is a game, but I'm not saying too much yet. I want Dr. Fountain to come back. I know he cannot disclose everything he may have discussed with the U.S., Matt. But I hope he's making the right moves, because we need to get rid of that Dominica Lethal Party by any means necessary. Thank you.
Good morning, Matt, and good morning to all Dominicans. Matt, Jesma Paul and Anthony Charles. These two people, I don't know if they're operatives of Roosevelt Skerrit, or they have been bitten by the vampire, but they do not sound like two people who are representing the interest, who are genuinely representing the interest of Dominicans in their capacity as opposition members. Dominica has been without an opposition leader for so long. And these two people...
We'll come back to that. Sorry. Let's go back to this.
Were very quiet. Then suddenly, Anthony Charles has seen the light, and Jesma Paul accepted. Who do they think they're fooling? So Matt, everybody want to fool Dominicans within the political arena. Toti Macaque want to fool Dominicans in the political arena, Matt. Matt, you don't find that this is insulting people's intelligence? I'm not saying that there is no need for the opposition leader. They have established with Roosevelt Skerrit that there was no need for the opposition leader by remaining silent on things. Mm-hmm. They stayed quiet for too long. And now they are ready. Matt, we know Anthony Charles, we know Anthony Charles. Mm-hmm. So for him to just come up with that suddenly, Matt, this guy did not just come up with that on his own. He didn't. And I will say for the record, I do not trust Anthony Charles. Neither do I trust Jesma Paul. I don't trust these two. Anthony Charles is not brilliant enough to think of a move like that. It had to be orchestrated. And I will say for the record, Matt, Maslin, I will not have a fool represent me. And a lot of Dominicans are saying the same thing too. So if everybody think they can come around and fool Dominicans, and nobody fooling me, nobody fooling Steve Pickney, because we can see right through that nonsense, and we can see that that is a political move. Why? we will know. But everything that happens in Dominica, it looks like Roosevelt Skerrit has his thumb on it. I want to see how that is going to play out. I am watching. Thank you.
And blessings, just so you know, the opposition leader must be an elected member, okay?
No more correction, the David Dollar time. People will respect each other, the David Dollar time. Tell me, brother, is there something I can do? Don't you think frustrations make you do? But if you pick yourself up, that's all you got to do. Things can be much better if we can come together. Long time we've been divided, and now we might not get gonna be better today. I won't need no pocket if I leave the dollar. Don't have to be printed. I say the day the dollar dies. Now I see you standing on your feet, and you can also make you instinct. Life problems get you down. There is always a solution to be found. It's an emergency morning.
Somebody says, Mr. Peltier, tell Mrs. Paul if she is honest, as she claims, the honorable thing to do is to resign. Otherwise, the Salisbury people will force her to resign.
Just you wait, the day is your dollar now. There's no more song, the day the dollar now. I said the day that the dollar now. There's no more corruption, from the dollar now.
The day the dollar died, there will be no more corruption. Interesting song for Peter Tosh. The day the dollar died. 449-3095-96 and 97. Trying to get to.
I won't need no pocket if I leave the dollar. Don't have to be printed. I say the day the dollar dies.
Let's take a break and then we'll come back. Hello, tell to me, yes? Take a call.
Rewind that one, please.
How are you doing, sir? How are you?
I give you thanks.
Okay.
Rewind that one again, please.
Rewind? You want to
rewind that one again?
Rewind again? Rewind that one again. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, thank you. I heard your request.
I see Johnny with his head down, wondering how many shillings left in that bag. cost of living is rising too high. Don't see that heart attack and die. Bills and budgets are waiting.
And you know, somebody's saying, goodness, man, the goalpost is going to keep shifting on scouts every time. Every time a requirement, the new net, a new one is going to come up very soon. Dominica is ripe for street protests. And the Americans are watching.
No more correction, the day the dollar dies. If you will respect each other, the day the dollar dies. Brother, is there something I can do? Don't you care? Frustrations make you do. I know that is true. But if you pick yourself up, that's all you got to do. Things can be much better, yeah, if we can come together. Long time we've been divided, and now I'm not here. That's gonna be better today. I won't need no party if I leave the dollar. Don't have to be friends. I say the day the dollar dies. Now I see you standing on your feet, and you can also make you anything. Never you let life problems get you down. There is always a solution.
When we come back, we'll read for you a press statement on the unfounded allegations reference the U.S. National Honorary Man. Okay? The government is giving its side of the story. Stick around, Dominic. Stick around. Stick around.
That's how else sort. I've been married 37 years. Look at my money farm. They say no, not woman, like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloombox is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, bales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
The quarterfinals are up. We know who has advanced, and right now it's party time with the Start of Dance this Wednesday, 21st January, the factory on Valley Road, 8:30 p.m. Come and join us for X-Tempo and Sponsors Night. The sponsors going head to head, pound for pound. Who is going to be the ultimate and supreme sponsor for the night? Your guess is as good as mine. Prizes, surprises just for you from our sponsors. Yo, hold the music, boss. Luke Dangleman just give me a breaking news. Entrance fee $20 and couples, yes, couples, you heard me right. Couples pay only $30. Couples, come on to X-Tempo Night. Come twin together, matching outfits and all. You know this scene already, boy. And get chances to win prizes. all throughout the night. It's the Extempo Sponsors Night, and calling all couples. Start on 10 this Wednesday, 21st January. The Factory, 8:30 p.m. So you better be here. Start on 10. Headline sponsored by Big Edge Financial. Also supported by The Factory, Adam Sounds and Lights, Central Cooperative, Credit Union, Kyrie FM, Q95 FM, Vibes Radio, MO News, the National Bank of Dominica, Mapao Entertainment Center, Arturo Sports, and Hardline.
That's why I say money.
An easy way to pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
You're
Flow
Need
is
one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica, and yet we deliver. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. At 255-6810 or 316-0164. Or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
As I told you, just released there, Minister of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy. The statement surfaced this morning, about maybe half an hour ago. Unfounded allegations reference U.S. national on remand. Rosa Dominica, January 20, 2026. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy wishes to provide clarity to unfounded information being circulated on social media about a national of the United States of America who is currently on remand at the Dominica State Prison. While the ministry is not in the business of responding to hearsay and baseless statements, it is felt that these particular statements, which are malicious, being peddled by the opposition, should be addressed. It is public knowledge that Jonathan Scott Leary is one of the 2 U.S. nationals on remand at the Dominica State Prison. Of course, we'll continue this release. In accordance with the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations, the Embassy of the United States in Bridgetown requested and was given permission to visit and hold meetings with both nationals since November 2024. It is standard consular practice for diplomatic mission to extend consular assistance to the nationals who are detained overseas, including facilitating consular access and visits, subject to the relevant procedures of the receiving state. The request was made to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs by a diplomatic note, and confirmation was given by the Ministry of National Security, and the response was given in return to the U.S. Embassy. As noted earlier, this was ongoing since November 2024. The last meeting between the two nations and the embassy was held on January 14, 2026, virtually. Another in-person meeting is scheduled for February 2026 at the date and time to be confirmed by the Ministry of National Security. The confirmation of the Commonwealth of Dominica remains committed to upholding the highest standards of integrity, fairness, and respect in the treatment of all detainees, and has at all times facilitated consular access for accredited representatives to the detained nationals consistent with established practice. To give the impression that this exercise was an attempt to reach an agreement of some sort with the U.S. Embassy is malicious and misleading. The ministry's advice to the general public is to allow the justice system to take its course and refrain from making statements that could have adverse effects on the trial. Just heard there, a release issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on this issue as it relates to the unfounded allegations reference to the U.S. nationals on remand. Interesting, I say very interesting. The question remains, is it the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Again, as stated in the release, it is a standard consular practice for diplomatic missions to extend consular assistance to nationals who are detained overseas, including facilitating consular access and visits subject to the relevant procedures of the receiving state. The request was made to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs via diplomatic note, and confirmation was given to the Ministry of National Security, and the response was in turn returned to the U.S. Embassy. So in other words, according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, it was just a regular thing that happens, you know? And that note is clouded in diplomacy for real. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there, caller? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Did Jesma Paul make the announcement, or Sprague make the announcement? Why is he saying the opposition? I thought Jesma.
Well, I think it was Spanks who actually made that disclosure yesterday, the day before, one on the weekend. Yes, it was
exactly. So why is he saying the opposition? Jesma Paul, he just appointed the opposition. Anyway, in reference to the independent disaster, which is Jesma Paul and Anthony, I believe that no one should listen to them. They are not credible. Thank you.
I really want to speak to the ministry or the Minister of Foreign Affairs. This slight diplomatic press statement doesn't really cut it for me, as a journalist. I'd like to probe a little further there and find out more. That would be my response to Mr. Vince Anderson. Can you call a news conference so we can ask a few questions as it relates to these unfounded allegations reference this U.S. national on remand? Based on my knowledge, there's a lot more to this than that. Is this the whole truth and nothing but the truth in this press statement? I think Joshua just sent me a notice there. I'll come back to your phone calls. Good morning to you, Matt. For the avoidance of doubt, I and the UBP never had anything to do with the appointment and reappointment of Mrs. Jesma Paul as leader of the opposition. Further, I never contemplated being a senator in the House. Somebody's on the telephone. Are you there? Yeah? I will come back with to Joshua's statement. Are you there, caller? Sorry. On the telephone, are you there? 941. Are you there, caller? Yes? Oh, sorry about that. Sorry.
Kitchen appliances, even home decor too. Lumber, lawn, all your garden supplies. Plumbing, welding, electrical supplies.
Visit Do It Center at the former Jane Asset Hardware location on Goodwill Road. Call us at 255-6890.
Do it Center.
But like orange and lemon lime, that's yeah, yeah. We love the vine, refreshing every day, all night.
All right. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there?
Morning.
Morning to you.
I think when I see Dominica, if Scary Dory is there, will come like you, but we'll be sorrow for ourselves there. Scary don't hold us hostage. All you have to do is resign, you know. We're in trouble, you know, Matt. We're in trouble, you know. Dominica in trouble, you know. Cuba, we got to come like, you know. Believe me, Jimbo, that's saying that. We check that, man. The man, they're bombing people innocently. Almost everybody they get up by calling my nose to that check that. I see what Dominica went to. I'm not young, you know. I just call what say, 5 calls and 10. I can see what Dominica coming to, you know. I'm scared don't to give up. Last night I was doing the telly to call some people to have an interview. Scary, you have to tell them to resign. Resign, you have to resign. That's, I'm sorry for Dominica. We're in deep trouble. Believe me. Remember I tell you now. So, 20th of January, Jimbo, check us on that thing now.
Okay, Jimbo. Oh boy, 944. Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
Hey, the African brother there.
Yes, I.
Matt, it looks like the deportees are here. I see an international escort with the immigration boss and in the traffic passing going through the airport or wherever. And it's immigration move.
I was told last night that we should start receiving some refugees or deportees sometime today. So yes, you may be right. I was told last evening that we expect some deportees or refugees today. Maybe the government or the authorities should confirm, because I got some information that they would be starting to arrive today. Okay, thank you, bro, African brother. I'll tell you 449-3095-9697. At least some of them. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Man, when we have the deportees, the man do nothing without consolidation. What we can do that? You have to talk to your people first, and what take a census on that. He just doing things like as a Dominican his own. The man is the ruling man. Look, governing Dominican. The man ruling Dominican, bringing us to the grave, you know. That is Dominica dying, you know. I always say for Dominica to grow, scare it must go, and tell him to go. They can kill me, you know. I read to tell scare it, go. You need to go, man. Give us a break. Give us his neck, his knee on our neck.
All right.
Thank you again.
All right, Jimbo. Notice that one minister is talking. They're all remaining tight-lipped. Dominicans back home do not care. If they had cared for their country, they would have been on the road and they would have asked every one of them to resign. Are you there, caller? Yes. Good morning.
So Matt, you mean to tell me the refugees are arriving in Dominica? That's what you heard, Matt? And
That's what I heard. I heard that from last evening that we should receive at least some today. We some deportees
Matt,
today. From family members, of course, told me that last evening. So yes, it may be true.
So you mean Dominican refugees, Matt?
Some of them are. Some of them are.
Some of them are. Not something as important and impactful, whether negative or positive, as that. Not a referendum. And I tell you, I have to remember Frankie Crazy T. Baylor, who told me Skerrit is not going to do things the traditional way, that red tape and bureaucracy and a referendum and all of that. You know, he did not use the word referendum, but all what he told me.
Are you there?
You there with me?
I'm right here. I'm here. Go ahead.
All what he told me, that's what it meant, man. And that man is a dictator, a full-fledged dictator. All those who are looking for the events, looking for the shadows when the events are already upon us. Let us continue to be divided and distracted, listening to all kind of foolishness on social media and on Kyrie or DBS, GIS, or wherever.
I don't know what happened to your phone, Blessings. It's interesting there. All right, so let's see if we can get back to this notice I just got there from Mr. Joshua Francis, who seemed to be out of state as we speak. Good day, Matt. For the avoidance of doubt, I and the UPP never had anything to do with the appointment and reappointment of Ms. Jesma Paul as leader of the opposition. Furthermore, I never contemplated being a senator in the House of Assembly during his term or this term. I never had personal interests or ulterior motives concerning the leader of the opposition. Like most Dominicans, I was surprised when I heard about the reappointment of Jesma Paul as leader of the opposition. I did not advise, nor had I spoken to the Honorable Anthony Charles Reeder's support of Jesma Paul for her reappointment as leader of the opposition. As a matter of fact, the Honorable Charles has not been an active member of the UPP. Regards, and you can read it. This is what I'm getting there from Mr. Joshua Francis, who seemed out of state. Of course, I'll talk to him on the telephone, yes?
Yeah, Matt, just quickly, and not pay attention to what these demons are doing. Matt, I am telling you straight, it's a systematic, deliberate, and by design, Matt. These guys are phasing Dominicans out. That kind of maternal and that kind of indigenous, cultural, and historical relations we have with that country, Matt. They want to bring in new faces that have no historical, cultural relationship with Dominica, so they can mash up Dominica. And Matt, it's all the Chinese and Skerrit that behind destroying our country, Matt. So when Dominicans sit down there and they hear things, well, you know, Dominicans traveling and go everywhere. Why? So the people cannot come here too then. Matt, the same idea in a different context leads to unequal results. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Somebody's asking, Matt, where was the Ministry of Foreign Affairs when our passports were sold to crooks and criminals? What role did they have to play in accepting the deportees? They have been silent while Dominican citizens have been sitting on remand for 12 plus years without a trial. Is this the highest integrity they stand for? Because we certainly heard nothing about this. Is that their definition of letting justice system take course? Well, there are two governments in Dominica. One in the head of Scary and the other one that was constituted but failed in the responsibility to only speak when it suits them. So the person is basically asking, where was the Ministry of Foreign Affairs? No, our passports were sold. All of a sudden, we're getting a statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Interesting. Somebody's asking, where are the refugees going to be housed? $9.52. Let's go back to the telephone. Yes?
I just want to enlighten or maybe a little educate Dominicans on one thing. I have observed over the years that our political system is how it is today because of certain things. And one of the things is people are afraid to be in opposition, like they want their parent to be in government. So this has retarded the system somehow, some way, somewhat. I remember when Urban Brown was in opposition, things were done in his constituency. We got the Fab Road. There was a move to change the boundaries of the constituency, but took it to the court and he won the matter. So people must discard that notion of why my parents have to be in office, in government. We know because a government in office, their responsibility is to do things throughout the state. So that is why people are afraid to say, well, they're voting for that person. I have noticed that. It took me years I have analyzed it all those years over years and the political process in the country. People are afraid to vote for a certain person because if that person wins, they might be in opposition. That is as part of the parliament. There must be opposition. So forget about if your parliament is in opposition or if your parliament is actually in government run in the affairs of the state. That is not the most significant thing. So people must start thinking in this direction. Okay? Please, start thinking in that direction. Your parliament doesn't necessarily have to be in. That's why people cross the floor anyway. And the other thing is politicians or parliaments must not be afraid to cross the floor in either direction. It's not because you are on the ruling side that you cannot cross the floor to go to the opposition. Again, integrity, your conscience, morals and ethics. Okay, so people must start to think along those lines. You understand? That's how you gain trust of people. When people see the kind of conscientious person you are, you know your morals, your ethical standings, or you analyze things. Okay, it is not wrong for people in government to not have confidence in one of their ministers. Even if my party, I am a minister of government, I can say, Minister of Social Security, as if to me he's not active enough. To me, he would do better in Ministry of Agriculture. So the confidence that I have in him as a minister in my own government, as a minister of Social Security, it is not that high. And it may be several of us that share that same opinion. So maybe the best thing to do would be to change him from Minister of Social Security to Minister of Fisheries. So you understand, we have to agree to disagree sometimes.
Let's continue, Matt. Morning to you. Don't be surprised at all that happened. They both got retroactive pay for the 17 months as opposition leader under the condition that Jesma remains opposition leader. That's why the both parties agreed to. The boom is now. Jesma is re-elected opposition leader. All Skerrit knows is money, money, money makes what happens to fulfill his agenda. Let's go back to the voice note.
Hey, Matt, morning.
Morning.
Matt, there was a statement the Prime Minister made, and I think that passed over all of us head. And I just listening, and I just putting the puzzle together. Matt, you remember when he said in the press conference, Joshua is making a lot of money now, a lot of money now.
Mm-hmm.
And this and that. How does the Prime Minister know the finances or the financial position of Joshua Francis? How does he come to that conclusion? How does he get that knowledge? And why would he make a statement like that in public? And the only thing I can come up with is because he personally has something to do with how and how much money Joshua makes. So he's privy to that information. He knows because he's part of whatever it took Joshua to make that money. He's part of it. Very interesting. So after that money is what? After that money, if that's the case, after that gesture, that opportunity to wealth, is what in return? Boy, I'm under pressure, I tell you.
All right, good. Hello, good morning to you. How you doing? How are you?
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
Matt, I just heard a caller.
Mm-hmm.
My good friend, but he didn't say his name, so I don't have to say his name. But I am very disappointed in the statement he made. Part of what he said makes sense, but you see, he's saying it in a way, trying to sort of see Joshua in a bad light. And I could not have wasted no time to make my call, Matt. Dominicans know that Joshua is a lawyer, and his area he concentrates mostly is in offshore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, if anybody in Dominica get a job, you know how the Labour Party operate, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Roosevelt Skerrit has to know every single thing that's happening in this country. Whether or not you think it's right, that is just how he operates. Matt, let me just tell you, Joshua Francis is an offshore lawyer. He does offshore work. How does work come around? A person overseas wants to do business in a country. Then they would look for lawyers. They may see Cara Shillingford. They may see Joshua Francis. They may see Donald and Ronald Chad. They may see any lawyer. But obviously, they will call one of them. They might look at your profile.
Mm-hmm.
If they have information, see how many of the type of business you have been doing. And they would call you for work, man. We know in the case of Cara Shillingford, nothing she put forward for offshore sector or a bank or something, they will never approve it. You know that, Matt, 90% of the times. But Joshua Francis...
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, I'm listening. Oh, we're losing that.
Look, everything in the offshore sector, Roosevelt Skerrit would know about it. You know that, Matt?
Of course. You need a license from Roosevelt Skerrit to operate offshore. Are you there?
At the offshore sector. All you giving Joshua work. Joshua making money to come back and fight me. And Roosevelt Skerrit has shut every door on Joshua Francis. You know what I'm telling you, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
And for the people, and I'm not talking about my partner, I just made the call. But the few people who are attacking Joshua Francis on that issue, it is very unfair, Matt. You have them mafias that would send people to say things, to attack the young man. There's nothing wrong in getting offshore work. And obviously, if you get offshore work, Skerrit will know every dollar you make. You have people in the offshore sector, within a matter of 6 months, they make more than $2 million US. And they're not lawyers. You know what I'm saying, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Skerrit wouldn't He wouldn't interfere with that. They know it's their business, man. So to make it look like because Skerrit go in a press conference and says Joshua make plenty money, is attacking Joshua because they cannot get Joshua where they want him. Even if Joshua doing work for them, Joshua is a man that attacking Skerrit every day on the radio. So to make those nonsense statements, Matt, I'm very disappointed again. The Jesma Paul issue. We know it's carried on his draft board again. One of the sharpest, even if he's a corrupt politician, but one of the sharpest. He knows how to play the opposition.
So you think you're convinced it was his play?
But of course, I know it was his play, Matt. The man told certain journalists in Dominica. The man said all around, he have breaking news coming out next week. This man is while he runs the most corrupt government, he's the sharpest politician that Dominica has ever seen in a crooked way. And he allows us to every time there's an issue where we're supposed to be beating him, Matt, where we're supposed to be mashing him up, he just throws something in, you know? And some of them mowing, and they're not mowing, you know. Some of them deliberately would attack Joshua Francis, Matt. Because you know what? They fear Joshua Francis. No, Joshua Francis is a man who can win people. And had they not attacked him consecutively over and over, maybe Dominica would have been in a bit different position today. I'm not saying he had to be leader, you know, Matt. But he would be working together with the opposition. But they blocked him. He clicked. And today, they've realized certain things may be coming through. They're attacking Joshua. Stop that rubbish, man. If the enemy is the government, we must all work together if we have the interests of Dominica. These people pretending, Matt, pretending to want to take out Skerrit, and they must be accepting bribes. And they always have to come there and do a little something. Mark, it is time for Dominicans to get serious. When you have Skerrit cornered, the Venezuela issue, the America issue, this and that, he just throw that nonsense. And all of us rolling on it. Thus, Dominicans must start getting smarter. We must put our brain on. It is sad to see every time Skerrit feel it covered, you have to throw something out there. And we jump in behind it. Forget Joshua. Joshua is not the damn enemy. Forget Joshua. Or you almost kill the party. It seemed to be getting a little thing to come up. Work together with all the oppositions. You know, I don't know why this country, we always seem to want to say somebody is the problem, when in fact the problem is Skerrit and his government. The energy you're spending on Joshua and all of the rubbish, fighting each other.
We keep losing this caller there. Are you there, caller?
Okay, what if he gets work from outside? I'm right there.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Mark, I'm just saying again.
Yes.
That we must stop fighting against each other. We must stop shooting in our goal. It's a strategy. That some people getting money from the administration, and their job is to stay in opposition. And they don't care what they're getting enough money. I don't know, Matt. I am seriously offended by those nonsense that's taking place.
Let me ask you a question.
Let's work together.
Let me ask you a question, Hillary, on a completely different subject. We heard this week that the government may be issuing lands, $1 an acre for the young people. What's your take on that? I mean, I know you're a seasoned farmer.
No, I haven't heard it. I haven't listened to radios. Somebody just called me and tell me listen to something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I've been trying to concentrate on my life, you know?
Okay.
But let me just tell you, if the government is interested in agriculture, yes, $1 an acre lease is maybe reasonable to start in terms of encouraging, but how come that just come up?
That's a question somebody's asked. After 25 years, why now? Why now? You there? Hello?
For them to have, yes?
Yes, I'm saying after 25. I'm saying after 25 years, why now? The person is asking, why now?
Very well, I just asked that question, Matt. And I'm saying if you want to help the young farmers, give them the land to purchase at $100 an acre. Let them have the ownership, feel that they own something and they can go and work on it. You know, I don't know, Matt. We are being distracted. Skerrit will come with all kind of fancy thing. Just before election. And we must be guarded, and I prepare to speak. I prepare to stand up, man. We must be guarded against that. Too often, man, too often, we get carried away with nonsense. And stop attacking each other, man. Work together, try to build the parties, put the opposition together. All of them feel because they have the most active opposition. Freedom Party doesn't matter. Joshua Francis, that is nonsense. They have tried to do it on their own several times and they keep on failing. And if they do it again, they will fail. It's as simple as that, Matt.
All right, Hillary Shillingford, thank you. We've got to go. Thank you. All right. I just asked the question there. I heard it this week. That's the cabinet decision. We're talking about this statement.
Last week approved the establishment of an agricultural land lease facility targeting young and land-constrained farmers. The facility makes good on government's 2025-2026 budget commitment to make a minimum of 300 acres of state land available exclusively for agricultural use across multiple locations island-wide. Under the program, parcels ranging from 1 to 5 acres will be leased at $1 per acre per annum for the first 5 years, with the option to renew based on continued agricultural use. Here is Minister for Lands, Honorable Melissa Popoan-Skerrit.
A pupil surveyor will be engaged on contract as an agricultural land lease technician. This officer will manage applications, conduct surveys, oversee lease administration, monitor compliance, maintain a land use database, and serve as secretary to the Technical Advisory Committee. Eligibility will require active involvement in agriculture or a viable production proposal, registration as a farmer, a valid produce seller's license, and compliance with Social Security requirements. This initiative is about boosting agricultural production, empowering our young people, strengthening food security, and driving sustainable rural economic development. Government remains committed to creating real opportunities for our farmers and ensuring that agriculture continues to play a central role in Dominica's development.
Meanwhile, Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Roland Royer, described the facility as a major opportunity for young farmers seeking to enter the sector.
We are happy that the establishment of this land lease facility will make state-owned lands available under structured, transparent, and secure leasing agreements, allowing young farmers and agro-entrepreneurs to plan, invest, and scale production with confidence. By reducing uncertainty around land tenure, this initiative is expected to unlock private investment and accelerate the adoption of improved technologies and climate-resilient production systems. This policy is a central component of government's broader strategy to expand agricultural output, strengthen food security, and position agriculture as a major driver of economic growth in line with the national target of having the sector contribute $700 million to GDP by 2030.
Cabinet has also...
Wow. Is that a distraction? Somebody's asking this time. After 25 years, a land for young people. Let's get it. So many issues.
Matt,
yes.
They can give land for free for agriculture. Unless we have a proper good road network, we have nothing in Dominica. Right now we have problem for our road. And you know already, even though the Chinese, Oganaka, nothing is happening in the road business, all right? So without our road network putting back in place, we haven't got nothing. Agriculture not going nowhere. Trust me, I tell you that.
Someone says, who in 2026 as a young person wants to lease land? There's no security with that venture. Furthermore, the prerequisites for eligibility may not be reasonable for some. Land for young people. After 25 years, people are asking, hello, yes? Are you there?
Matt, just quickly, I want to support your last caller, Matt. Maybe some people are paid, Matt, to create confusion. Maybe they're getting paid to remain in opposition. So they like Palgot and Dorme, Matt. Maybe you don't know about Palgot, but you know Dorme, Matt?
I think I do.
Yeah, when you a river fish, anything you send, whack, it already eat it. So Skerrit send that one. If it fly over our head, for some Dorme or Palgot to take it and make it an issue, but just make more millions. Make all your millions. Everybody make millions. One set of criminals to make millions. And that is the madness. The game that is being played. To me, that is not sophisticated enough to catch me. Skerrit can come with all his land for farmers, breaking one set of old houses St. Joe, which will never be revealed. They will stop them for them to fool the people for election. But guess what, Matt? Everything has to fall flat. That's how those criminals behave, Matt.
So you're not buying this land initiative from the government of Dominica? No.
It's all another political strategy to keep us hungry. And when we're gonna get some food, our brother got to be our enemy, Matt. Ambush.
So you think it's just another carrot being dangled?
No, that's it. That's the perfect analogy. The carrot and the stick, Matt. Just dangle it, and then everybody gets lulled into believing something is going to happen, and nothing is going to happen. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 449-309-5969. Hello, yes, good morning.
Yes, Matt, good morning. As a young farmer, what we are going to use to go up on the farm? Donkeys or transport? Are they putting something in place so that we can have get a duty-free and a vehicle at a cheap rate, or what?
Well, we'll have to find out. But it's a good question. Good question. What are the young people going to use to get up on these farms there? The funds have been allocated. I'll see if I get the names as to where this government land may be available. Ned, I suspect you should lease some land there.
Matt, in 2009, in a Labour Party rally in St. Joe, they said they're going to put 2 cargo boats, one going north, one going south, to export agricultural produce. I can never forget that. Matt, this government are fairly young people. They are fairly people of Dominica. In 2009, some people was young. Now they're old now. They're getting older. That government is time for them to go. And they must stop attack Joshua Francis. Joshua Francis is a man that's trying to help Dominica. He's a man of the soil trying to help Dominica. Attack Skerrit. Skerrit, that is the enemy. Thank you very much.
All right, somebody says, good morning to you. Mr. Shillingford is so right. When the Prime Minister is cunning, he always sends out his fishing line, and the little fish always takes the bait.
Matt, that sounds very good, $1 an acre for young people. That is awesome. I mean, just the same way that they were going to give every young person who turns, was it 19 or 20, 21?
21.
What age was it? And they were going to give them some money to start a business. I mean, as successful as that was, that's how successful this new venture is going to be. So we should celebrate. The Labour Party is doing good. You got to buy. Yeah? I mean, if every young person gets an acre for $1, the same way every 19, 20, 21 years old going to get how much $1,000 to start a business? Equally, I'm productive for young people. Leave it, let it go through, man. Let us celebrate it. They're finally getting ideas to help the young people. We should not be negative. We should not be hating, man. Let us see how successful it's going to be.
Oh, boy. Just another distraction from the real issues. Agricultural land for $1 an acre. Well, what is the emphasis on? Banana, weed, chicken? Where is the market? They need to find the markets first. One telephone call. Hello, talk to me. This is the hot seat. Talk to me, yes?
Good morning.
Yes, I.
Yeah, Matt, that is one of the things. I have a few issues points I hope I remember them because I tell the matter in a temperature here. Matt, the whole thing is that, Margaret people, like, I don't know if you even know me, but I love him is my father, he was and everything. Edison, James, all of them, Matt. I find all of them sit down there and take the thing for a game. I agree with the baby to the stay out. But Tony, that Tony shouldn't be the one, Matt. Tony end up being loved by Margaret people to a level because I wouldn't say it's hunger, but when the same skeleton them fail his family, I don't want to go to personal. He ended up by his godfather, by little load, Matt, and people take a chances. You see him? I don't never ever take a chance to them because, Matt, people want to be blaming this and blaming that. But Tony and Margaret people is one that sway Dominica in this direction. And you see the land thing, them two advisors from Barbados, they had them two prime ministers. Right now I see how much trailer load of material coming, and then the announcement that they're going to build house for needy people in Antigua. Matt, down in Dominica, this land thing is just a schism. And Matt, listen, Dominica, it will come like 18, it's going to come straight like Pakistan. Because you see all them things there, you see them crookedness there is treason. And people, Matt, I don't think they know the petty demonstration, because let me tell you, when I hear what is going on, Matt, it hit me, and I have to run from my country. Matt, me going to be the last man that think about running. And get old sense, try to drink some good water, and then kind of sit there, and it has some hungry go to man up here, Matt. Shooting senior citizens, not changing them, senior citizen men, licking them what you call it for $1 and then come down Dominica just and playing big. What are you listening?
All right, caller, thank you very much on the telephone. More telephone calls, 1017. We are here. This is the hot seat. Talk to me, yes. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning to you, sir.
I just heard a lady say a thing there. I find the government self, they're always promising things. I myself very frustrated because so many young people I'm seeing doing business, and they're just not getting a breakthrough. If you look at around Roseau, to see the amount of young people that doing different things under the agriculture, because everything they're doing is coming from agriculture, local juice, local products, and you're not getting the assistance. A lady just said that they put money in the bank and it's so difficult. When it comes to the land issue, it's going to be the same thing, because I myself have experienced it over and over. So you hear me complain about those things. When you come to get documents, somebody always take your documents in the ministry. And to me, the Prime Minister is talking about hostile people. How young people going to deal with that hostile system? Young people don't have the patience. I myself, at my age, I cross the waters many times in the night, in the morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And that is where I think, because I come back home and work. I used to have 3 farms in Marigot, one at Governor, one at Londonderry, one at Barrow, producing and Bevan and them fellas, they're not there anymore. Keto Farah, them from St. Joe, where at Plains, that was buying 2,000 pounds of planting. They're not there. Put things in place. I've been saying that, and I think that is where Mr. Gregor them need to think sometime. I think Mr. Gregor need to get a youth program. I always tell him that you need to get a program for the young people, because the government, the Prime Minister self is talking about hostility people, not just for the foreigners, but for we. We're not getting a breakthrough. We cannot even get representation. You vote sometime and you can't see the ministers. People, you go to the ministry, it's difficult to communicate with these people at the ministry. He self talk about that. The Prime Minister talk about it. The ministry people are hostile towards the citizens. How the citizens are going to get representation? Go around Dominica Matter and ask all these small business people how much of them that get help in the aid bank. The ingenious people tell the Prime Minister that in a Kingston, in a town hall meeting. These are the people that vote for the Prime Minister. They told him they cannot get the help. He put the money put in the bank for the small business people because they don't have security. He said the next day he's going to fix it. He wasn't there. Lennox had the program. Lennox have the clip. Let Lennox send the clip for him. And it's the youth. I always say the youth that vote for the Prime Minister. And that's the sad thing. Matthew was with Ruzi, and you know the struggle Ruzi go through. I was in the early time in Marigot with Ruzi, when nobody even want to support Ruzi. Marigot people give Ruzi the support at Kingston, Grand Bay, And if you look at those people that was around Woolsey, they're still struggling. And there's where we have to have the vision. It's the youth, you know. I respect what the Prime Minister say, he and his wife and them say. But is the system not friendly for the youth? That's why the youth so rebellion, you know, because you have to put the system there. Look at Roseau. Look at that building right next to the credit union there. If you want to get young people in business, you put them in those places there because you're going to fix Roseau. Look at all that piece of land between DBS and the old library. You would put young people there. You would put them there to do business because everybody's not going to go in farming. The young people want to work. I can say that. I myself want to work. Some of the business places don't want to buy your products. Look at NDF there that's helping us. No, they never even put money in NDF, you know, to help us. And NDF is one that's helping all the small business. That's where they're going and get loans. And they're not putting money there. Nobody representing them. One time I go talking to the Minister of Trade in the ministry. A woman come and make a noise between me and the Minister of Trade, Foreign Affairs. I just leave the ministry and go away. And it wasn't even the Minister Secretary. And a woman leave from the back to see me talking to the minister and you just jump in it. You say something wrong, Matt. Good morning.
Morning to you. Morning. Yes, my herbalist friend there. Matt, there's some honest investors, but they are also willing to do transparent business, who does not want to have their names of business tarnished and would not want their name branded with this government. And it bans of branded corrupt lawyers. Hence, these honest investors will look for honest, transparent lawyers like Joshua Francis. So there's also a market for transparency. Please read. Yeah, a lot of government ministers may be tempted to do deals under the table. A lot of people are suggesting that as well. Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Matt, since after the symposium at the State House on industrializing marijuana, Matt, what have you heard about that?
Nothing much.
Matt, maybe you need a donkey or you need to park halfway like Cahome, Atlee, and Salisbury farmers and walk the roads of farms in Dominica. So you see, after he mashed up agriculture, he mashed up, how they call them, Matt, hucksters, he mashed up everything in the country. Now he coming to be a savior of what he destroyed. Matt Skerritt is just a big fool and criminally minded, and he's a jackass, Matt.
All right, 449-3095-9697. Are you there, caller? Yes?
My friend, good morning.
Morning to you, my brother. How you doing?
How you doing today?
Okay for now.
If you're hearing me, let me make a statement. It appears to me that the housing manager and the housing board doesn't seem to have fallen from what I experienced. There is, last year, the Minister for Housing made a statement that there were lots on sale or for sale in certain areas, which includes Pratma Pier. That area is an area between Collyho and Biosh. I want you to listen to me carefully. Tropical Storm Erica passed in the Kulibistri area where the river took the home and land of a parent who died, and one of the daughters are presently an amputee living in Guadeloupe. He applied for a lot. I personally brought that information to the housing manager. When the housing minister made her statement that lots are for sale, when she sold that lot to the gentleman who's supporting her party and the government, I made an appointment before that on behalf of the lady who's living in Guadeloupe, who is an amputee, to see Melissa. And the lady is willing to pay for the lot cash, which she applied for because her mother was living at Kulibistri. It took me a whole year and 3 months. I repeat, a whole year and 3 months on behalf of that lady. You know, up till now, I cannot get an appointment to talk to Melissa. Up till now. That's all I'm saying. Have a good day today.
Have a good day. 449-3095-96 and 97. As we heard, yes, over 300 acres of land is available for the young people. But some people refer to it as a carrot being dangled. Elections around the corner, but you know it is. 449-3095-96 and 97. Let's see. We have a stop coming up in the next few minutes with our friends from Flow. Let's see if we can make a connection. Hello, how you doing? How you doing?
Hey, Matt, good morning again. Matt, something I just wanted to again emphasize.
Thank you.
Matt, you know what Skerrit was making that statement? Skerrit had already cut neck on Joshua, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He made it clear to his people that all you giving Joshua money to come back and fight me. Or you giving him work, you know? In other words, if Joshua bring on his own investor, they will block that investor or they will try to take it from him. That is how they operate. And he make it clear. Cut off, block. Don't give Joshua no work. Because he thought his work could have gotten Joshua in his corner. But Joshua has always been a man of principle. And those who are attacking him is because they're wicked. They won't see that. Because anybody could bring Skerrit camp and be happy. Happy with yourself. Maybe later your conscience will beat you, but you'll make money. You tell me all of us couldn't be in Skerrit camp, Matt? You, Skerrit would like you to be in his camp.
Mm-hmm.
But you stand on principle. Not that certain people will go down. If I go to Skerrit now, Skerrit would accept me even if I put in blows on him. Skerrit is not them foolish politician, you know. I say we want that one, we don't. Skerrit want everybody. TNA gives Skerrit so much blows, Matt. And the most dangerous blows, you know. And to rub him in to the TNA's and acolyte. So I don't understand why them politicians do. Those of all you that have all your problems, go and solve all your problems and leave politics. Because they cannot make it or they cannot make it, Matt. So they feel they have to block everybody else. Let the party get to make way to save Dominica. Dominica bigger than all your ego. Matt, I am begging and pleading with Dominicans to forget politicians of any type. If Joshua come with his nonsense, block him off. Anybody. If the others come in the bottle, put Dominica first. Otherwise, Dominica will go nowhere. It will just turn at the hands of useless Skerrit. Come election, give everybody 3,000, 2,000, and win again. So, Matt, do everything you can to save Dominica.
Thank you, my brother.
I will play my part. I'll do what I have to do.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. That was Hillary Shillingford. We'll continue the land issue for a little while there. At the 1 o'clock hour, talk on the block. Because there are a lot of other people are calling. But we're going to take one more call. We have 1 minute. And we'll go to Flo. Flo. Are you there, caller? Quickly. Are you there? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I want to, first of all, the refugee business. That's the first one. I have to talk about the agriculture. The refugee business, how certain are we that they are refugees? Because Mr. Trump said they are criminals, even these people criminals, they're eating cats and dogs, they are rapists, and those who have over street are going to send them there. How certain are they are bona fide criminals?
Because we heard the Prime Minister and others in the region saying that they're doing background checks on these people who we are importing. I heard the Prime Minister also of St. Kitts and Antigua saying they need to do some checks before they import this or they allow these people to come in Dominica. We've heard that. Are we sure? I don't know.
The islands of St. Kitts and Antigua said that. We did not say the government, the Prime Minister saying that. He just said that he entered an agreement with the government of the United States.
He did say that they'll be doing background checks.
Okay. The other thing is the land thing.
Yes.
Some 2 or 3 years ago, the CARICOM, well, years ago, we heard the Prime Minister of Dominica was telling the Barbados government he was reducing planting and so on. Many years ago, perhaps almost 20 years ago. and give them agricultural thing. And at that time,
You mean the government of Dominica was saying that they're giving planting to Barbados? I thought it was vegetables at the time. Vegetables.
There was a meeting. Wait a minute. There was a meeting. He went to the meeting to the official thing of the Prime Minister at the time, not the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister before. And he said that he might be able to give them some agricultural thing, agricultural food and so on. But I don't know what happened that. But about 2 or 3 years ago, there was a meeting with the Guyana government, and if you can remember that, where he called the Prime Minister of Guyana and called CARICOM together. From here, we had the Prime Minister, and we had two officials, farmers, main farmers, one from Salisbury, one from Calbishi, who attended that meeting with him. And the Guyana government was talking about producing lands and so on. I understand Barbados has gone through it and so on, or doing something. What is happening about this initiative? Because it never happened, and it perhaps it was from.
You know who can talk about that to us, because I think Hillary Schillenfeld was there. Maybe on the 1 o'clock hour, I'll find out a little more about this Guyana initiative. We're also hearing from a lot of people who, be having some deals or who have been promised deals. I know Dr. Dale Dangleben, he's been blocked by the planning division. He's been trying to do something agricultural in the Casabas area, but it's been blocked. So we'll find out a little more when we come back. Dominica, there's a lot of promises made and has not been realized. So we're going to step for flow. When we come back, Dominica, 1 o'clock, we'll talk about all your business. So stick around. I know my friend is here. She's ready to go. Stick around, Dominica. Stick around.
It's in the feeling and our weeks are. It's in the meaning and our spot. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Get rid of all these one thing. Together going strong. No matter what we keep them going. Before we will go home. It's up in the sky. Celebrate, come let your rhythm flow. An easy way to pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
All right.
It's keeping you connected.
Flow, it's keeping you connected. Like that. Good morning to you. How you doing?
We are. Good morning to you, Matt. Good morning to the listeners of Q95 Radio, to the Flow customers and our colleagues who are tuned in. Good morning to you. My name is Francine Havjajak. Of course, by now, I think you know the voice, the Marketing and Communications Executive at Flow Dominica. And today, of course, we're happy to complete our usual touch base with everyone via the Q95 radio station, just to keep you up to speed and up to date with everything that is happening Flow related. Of course, we are in the carnival season. We're almost, pretty much in the middle of the season. My season, man. My season, man. We outside the season, of course, Matt. There's so many things happening. And on Friday, we had an exceptional, launch of our carnival offers. We hosted our Flow Carnival warm-up. That's the actual first one for the year. And it was so exciting. So many of our customers came on by. We partnered with quite a few corporate houses as well. So big up to NBD who came on board, giving our customers all the information that they need to ensure that you're ready for the carnival season. We also had HHV Whitchurch and Carib with their draft beer, 3 for $10. So that was amazing as well, keeping our customers hydrated, of course. Carib is the beer, and we're happy to, ensure that we partner with them as well. And we also had J. Astafans and Company Limited, who came out as well with their team sampling some amazing products, including their new garlic sauce. And to all our chefs and the aspiring chefs like myself, you really need to check out J. Astevans and Company Limited. That garlic sauce is amazing. But of course, Flo is happy to partner with them. And we brought out the heat on Friday. We had the Senjo Sensei group with us as well. So big up to them. So beautiful, so amazing. The little ones were full of energy. And to those of you who were at the opening of Carnival Parade, you would have seen the mini senseis with their flow gear, and they were so adorable, and we had to bring them back on Friday. We also had Sonic, the mascot. Sonic was in the house. Of course, a lot of the children got to take photos with Sonic and experience, the live mascot right there at the Flow Experience Center. Sonic has been with us from the start of the carnival season, and those of you who know Sonic, the mascot, Sonic represents speed. So who better to represent as a mascot for Flow Dominica? Who else was in the house? We had the Africulture Stilt Walkers in the house. So big up to Charlene and the rest of the team who represented very well, and the Gutter Lapo Cabot. Big up to Dede Davidson, of course, and the rest of the team. GK as well was out. Selector Urban was in the house. We had some Calypsonians. We had Mystery. We had Reds in the house. So big up to yourselves. We also had Tricks. We had to bring in a little booyah, so we had Tricks in the house. True. So it was a real good vibe, just warming up the season, getting our customers ready for the 2026, of course, 2026 carnival season. And we also launched our amazing offers. Of course, a lot of the customers were in that area. We're excited. Some of them, already in the sections, because we brought our carnival offers as sections in the real mass. And that's why, we are the best. We are the leading telecoms provider in Dominica, because of course, we look at ways that we can make the offers exciting and innovative for our customers. So we're launching our offers. Well, we launched on Friday, and we launched them as carnival sections. So our customers, the call for you this season is get into your sections. We have 3 amazing sections, and it starts off with our Booyah Connect. So that section is represented by the color orange. And that is, of course, for all our customers who are already bundled, as well as those who are going to bundle. Our customers who bundle mobile and internet, we have a treat for you this carnival. You get, of course, a carnival pack, and the color is orange, so everything in there is also tied into the color. So you get your orange bottle, your orange hand fans, all your carnival gear that you need. You also get 2 free tickets to your favorite events, so you could fit for free, of course, compliments Flow Dominica. And you also get a voucher that you could use to buy your drinks, to buy your food, to buy gas, to get to your favorite shows, name it, and we've got it for you. So that's our Booyah Connect section. Next, we have the Pure Mass section. And that section, of course, is represented by the color blue. Pure Mass is for the fetters. So if you like staying connected while you're on the go, you could join our Pure Mass section, which is represented by blue, and you get to fet for free at your favorite event this season, compliments Flow. And our final section is Rhythm and Speed. And that section is represented by the color green. And that section is for all our internet customers, bringing you full connectivity for the season. When you sign up for internet, you get a $300 value carnival pack, including all the merch that you need, including your ticket to your free event, and of course, a lot more. So we're bringing to you sections in the real mass, because when you think of carnival, Matt, you think of colors. When you think of costume band, you hear the front line and the back line. Well, Flow is bringing to you connectivity sections in the real mass. So to all our customers who are already jumping in the different sections, look out for exciting offers, exciting giveaways all week long. And to our customers who are going to come on board, we have so many exciting carnival packs just for you. So it's all about sections, Matt, this carnival season. And to those of you who are viewing or listening to us live via Facebook, you can tell us which section you're already in, because you may just win something amazing from Flow. And remember, the 3 sections are Booyah Connect, represented by Orange, and that one is for our customers who bundle their mobile and internet. We have Pure Mass, and that is represented by Blue. That's for all our mobile or postpaid customers. And the final section is Rhythm and Speed. Of course, that section is all for our internet customers, represented by Green. So, Matt, we're happy, just to find an exciting and creative way that we can reel in our customers, allowing them to have the best carnival experience while connected by the best network. So Flow Carnival sections are here. And if you visit our retail store,
what is your section?
I'm in all sections. I'm in all sections. Friday, I was in orange. This Friday is our next warm-up mat. I might be in another color. Okay. I'm in all sections. But of course, it's all about rewarding our existing customers who are jumping in our sections already. They've been with us. They've trusted us for their mobile and internet services and their home phone services, and you name it. We want to reward those customers and everyone who is going to come on board, including our existing customers who are going to bundle their services. We have just the right treat for you this carnival season. Of course, the offers are going to go on to the end of carnival, so you definitely have some time. But again, with everything, it's until stocks last, so you do not want to miss out on all the goodies. Matt, we could take a break, and then we'll be right back.
It's in the feeling in our weeks are. It's in the meaning in our spot. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Get rid of all that keeps bumping. Together going strong. No matter what we keep things going. Before we will go on. It's up in the sky. Celebrate, come let your rhythm flow. An easy way to pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
You're
Flow is keeping you connected.
Back to you, Francine.
Yes. So again, to everyone who's listening, this is the Flow Communications Executive right here with you. And we're talking about our Flow Carnival offers. If you missed it, we have 3 exciting offers for our customers this season. Booyah Connect, where you bundle your mobile and internet. You walk away with amazing carnival rewards. I mean, those packs, Mark, they are amazing. They are definitely a steal. And very soon, we'll be showing you live. So tune into our Facebook page exactly what you're getting in the carnival pack, because I'm telling you, it's all your carnival essentials, including a little cute water bottle, Matt. You get everything in there. Your hand fans, your napkins, so you could dab your face while you're on the streets. You get events tickets, as I mentioned before, to your favorite event. You get gas vouchers. So if you need the gas to take you to the event, we've got you. So name it, we've got you this season. And it's all about jumping into your sections. Our Pure Mass is our second section. Our postpaid customers will be giving away packages throughout the season. And to our new customers, once you activate a postpaid plan, you also walk away with your Pure Mass package. And our rhythm and speed, of course, our customers will definitely be getting their packages throughout the season, and our new customers as well. We also have one final offer, Matt. It's not in a particular section. The team actually, they named it the white section. And that's for our absolute new customers who are bundling their services. So if you don't have any Flow service and you're signing up for a new internet and a new mobile plan, this one is for you. You have until the 18th of February, that is the last day of the carnival season, to sign up for these services. So that's mobile and internet, and you walk away with a smart TV at only $150. And again, it is not a chance to win. That smart TV is absolutely yours. You simply need to sign up for an internet and mobile plan. And of course, the price is always right at Flow. It's only $189.75. Only $189.75, and you walk away with a smart TV. What a way to open up 2026. I mean, and that's a smart TV that is valued over $1,200. And we're helping you to save, of course, because you can bundle your services. You get a 35% off every month. You also get to walk away with a brand new smart TV. So we're giving you the offers. We're making it amazing for our customers. That is our existing customers, as well as the new customers who are going to come on board and join the Flow family. But of course, it's until stocks last, so do not miss your chance. To all our customers and viewers via Facebook, those of you who are tuning in via radio as well, if you're hearing us, you're hearing my voice, use that as a sign. That is your sign that if you're not connected to Flow, to make your way down to our offices and sign up today. I think we're getting a few calls. I don't know if we have time to take those calls, but of course, I want to remind you again, our offers are going to go on to the 18th of February. Look out for us within your communities. Look out for us on the road. We were really happy to be part of the opening parade in a very, very big way. And we're also going to be touching some of the communities near you. Of course, this weekend, it's all about Grand Bay, right? The opening of Carnival in Grand Bay. And there's Old Mass as well in St. Joe. I just love, the Old Mass in St. Joe. I'm looking forward to it this weekend. I may just be on the road, Matt, but you may not see me. I may see you before you see me, Matt.
I wonder why.
Well, Matt, you're going to have to see for yourself. You're going to have to come down to the Old Mass Festival happening this weekend. So many exciting things happening. And I do want to big up our partners for the season. Partnering, of course, to bring to you the Carnival product is very important. The Dominica Festivals Committee cannot do it on their own. And as corporate partners, we have to play our part as well into, ensuring that we can maintain and support the cultural aspects here in Dominica. And I do want to call on other corporate partners to come on board, sponsor a contestant, sponsor an event. And we're really happy to work with so many amazing sponsors and partners, for the season. We have the Dominica Festivals Committee that is bringing to you Sunrise, the Miss Dominica pageant, and Bouillon Day. We can't miss out on that one. So big up to the Dominica Festivals Committee. We also have the Dominica Calypso Association. And I do want to big up Gregory Revere and the rest of the executive for, just making the season so exciting. The quarterfinals was amazing on Saturday. And if you missed it, you're going to have to look out for the recap videos. But, Matt, the Calypso on fire this year. Matt, what's your favorite Calypso? Have you gotten a favorite one as yet? You hanging in there? You still listening?
No, I have about 5.
You have about 5?
I have about 5.
Okay, you're going to share that 5 with us?
As a commentator, you have to be careful.
You have to be careful.
What you say on the radio. Before people say you biased.
But you have 5.
I vote 5.
We're gonna leave it as that. Matt has his 5. I'm still trying to get my favorite because I have about that, maybe more. Because I feel that the quality of the songs, Matt, they're really good this year. Of course, we all love our Dice, and we wish him well. We're missing him. We're missing him. When you think of Calypso, you almost think of Dice. The same way you think of Carnival and you think of Flo. So we're missing Dice, but I must say that everyone who is partaking this year is definitely leveling up and gearing up to give us one of the best finals.
As a matter of fact, maybe today or tomorrow, I'm gonna have to launch the new song of the Monarch. So that might be interesting.
Okay.
Joy.
We're going to tune in for that.
All
We're
right,
going
so
to
stay tuned
tune
today
in.
or tomorrow.
So Matt is going to release a big one, another big one. But of course, Calypso is on. And to those of you who prefer to view from home, we are going to continue to bring to you the pay-per-view events. Matt, we have quite a few elderly persons. They love to be in the know. They can't attend the shows, but Flo is really happy to bring, all the important events to them. We had the opening of Carnival Parade that was on free for all our persons who wanted to view from home. We also brought the quarterfinals to you for only $35. Our customers could view, and we're going to bring to you the semis as well as the finals and the Miss Dominica pageant.
Do you know the price at this time? Have you decided the price for the semis?
Not quite. I don't want to quote the wrong figure, but they're
people
all
start budgeting,
Right. They want a budget, and I understand that. The semis is just about $80 and the finals just about $90, all under $100 for sure. I can tell you that, but we will be posting very soon. So stay tuned to our Facebook page and our website and your SMS text messages and the radio, because of course I will definitely make an effort to ensure that our customers and our viewers and supporters definitely have the information that they need. Okay, so look out for that. The pay-per-view number, which you can take down right now, is 285-3569. So that's 285-3569. Okay, so you can call us on that number if you would like to subscribe for the semifinals, the finals, or the Miss Dominica. To those of you who are abroad, you want to get it for your grandparents. We got a lot of those calls, Matt, which I really liked over the weekend, where persons in the US and Canada, they reached out and they wanted to be able to buy the pay-per-view on behalf of their grandparents and parents at home. And we were able to do that because you simply need to call us, confirm your account information, and we directly put in the pay-per-view for you. When it's time for the show, your loved one simply need to go to channel 104 and they could view the show, because we know a lot of the elderly especially, they can't go online and purchase the pay-per-view from the other platforms. But with Flo, you simply make a call. We put on the pay-per-view for you. You go to your channel and you can put your feet up. You can pull out the coolers. You can do whatever you need to do to enjoy the show from the comfort of your home. And we are going to be continuing to bring you all of these amazing events. So stay tuned with Flo. Matt, the time is running out.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come right
yes.
back. Thank you.
It's in the feeling and I reach out. It's in the meaning and I was back. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Get rid of all that keeps bumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things going. Before we go home. It's up in the sky. Celebrate, come let your rhythm flow. An easy way to pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay. Flow is keeping you connected.
It's in the feeling and how we talk. It's in the meaning and I was back. Nothing that sets us apart. Who we are. Get rid of all that keeps bumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things going. Before we will go home. It's up in the sky. Celebrate, come let your rhythm flow.
I said, with Francine is not boot boy. Get in your section. Next time I suspect you'll come in with your whole feedback.
I suspect, Matt. I think we need to make the next one a little more interesting. Of course, that's Get in Your Section by Little Natty from Grenada. It's always good to support our other Caribbean islands. We're known for the bouillon. But of course, this speaks directly to our carnival campaign. Get into your sections. Matt, if you're already in a section, you can move to another one. You can add mobile and join the Bouillon Connect section. If you want to stick with mobile, the Pure Mass section is the one for you. Mm-hmm. Or if you're into the best internet connection, you can join Rhythm and Speed. And of course, our carnival packages are just like those you get in your costume bands and your t-shirt bands, because it has all the goodies, including electric fans. We know that, it gets a little hot for the carnival season. So we are giving you all of that. You simply need to get into your sections. And of course, to subscribe, to sign up for your sections, you simply need to visit a Flow Experience Center.
Somebody's asking a question. What number?
For the pay-per-view?
Uh-huh.
Again, that is 285-3569. Okay.
Repeat.
So again, that is Flow's pay-per-view number, 285-3569. Okay. And if you're having any challenges, of course, there's also our WhatsApp number. Remember, we're live on WhatsApp messaging at 275-3569. The 3569 spells out Flow. So if you forget, you can just remember it's 275 Flow or 285 Flow. And that allows you to subscribe so that you can already sign up, Matt, for the semifinals, for the finals, for the Miss Dominica. Okay, so if you're hearing me, you simply need to call the number 285-3569 and you can get your pay-per-view so you could enjoy your Kaiso or your Miss Dominica pageant from the comfort of your homes. Of course, Matt, the time is pretty much up already. I'm gonna need one day, a full day in studio with you.
I'll let you host your own show now.
Don't tempt me, Matt. But of course, to all our listeners, thank you so much for supporting Flow, for continuing to trust us for your mobile and fixed services. To the customers who are going to come on board, we welcome you in a very big way. And remember, every Friday, we're going to have carnival warm-up outside the Flow Experience Center. Last week was pure bacchanal. We had Lapo Cabrit in the streets, stilt walkers in the streets. We had our Flow ambassadors.
From
we had
what time?
Last week we started from 3. Next week, 2 actually. This week we'll start from 3. Okay, but maybe not the same type of bacchanal. Last week was our official launch, so we went really grand. But of course, this week you can't miss out. We're going to be giving away tickets. We're going to be having trivias, all the fun that you need outside the Flow Experience Center. And we also have Rhythm Saturdays where you tune into our Facebook page and you could also win as well. Matt, before we leave, I know we don't have much time, but one very important announcement for our customers. We did note that there seems to be a mix-up with the directories from the Dominica Yellow Pages. Of course, these directories are not directly printed from Flow. So we get them from the the Yellow Pages, who supports the entire Caribbean, and they send in the issue. We realize that the numbers are mixed up, so we do want to say to persons, if you already have a directory, there will be hopefully a new issue very soon, okay, to ensure that, you know, everything that is in there is 100% accurate. So to all our customers, we've stopped distributions. Quite a number of persons came to our retail store asking for the directories, but we want to make sure that we give you the best and the correct issue. So we're working on that with the Yellow Pages that is based in St. Lucia, right? And there seems to be a mix-up with some of the other Caribbean islands as well. So they're working to course correct. Okay, so to all our customers, please keep that in mind. But for now, Matt, you have the song queued already. We get into our section this carnival season. It's all about Flow Carnival. Visit us today, sign up for a plan, switch to Flow's internet services, and enjoy the best carnival experience for the real mass. Thank you, Matt.
See you around. Bye. Join your section.
Whoa.